Hey. Hey, hey. Breaking news apa penega? Breaking news. Breaking news apa pen. I've just received a text message from one MP. I'm not going to name to give the name, but here is a text message that I've just received from one MP, a PF MP, by the way. Let me just read it. Good evening. These people are just jokers. We have defected to UPND. We were 22 of us. We are just coming out of a meeting right now with the head of state. We have we have pledged loyalty to him, and we will work with UPND. You have been right. You have been right all along. PF is finished. We have moved on. Mwayumfweyo, mwayumfa, 22 MPs, they have moved, they have defected to UPND. They are just coming out of a meeting. This is an MP who has sent me this. And it's not that whatever. An MP who I know very well, a good friend of mine, has just told me, he's just sending me, he has just sent me this message. I can't, I don't want to disclose his name because he has not given me that permission. But 22 MPs, 22 PF MPs have moved, have defected to UPND. 22. Get that breaking news. Breaking news. I wish I could give the name of this so that the media can call him up and ask him. 22 MPs have defected. They are just from meeting. I mean, he's saying the boss. I want to assume is President Hakainde Hichilema. I want to assume. He's saying the boss. I'm sure is President Hakainde Hichilema. 22. 22. 22. 22. Mwashara pesa. 22 MPs have defected to UPND. 22. At PF Kwisa. PF is gone indeed. Ndamieva ime politics te havan. Uko. Nishiratampa na kulanda, I haven't even started talking about these other issues. 22 members of parliament, our PF, they have defected to UPND. 22. Hey. Ngamwavika pona Sunday Chanda, who defected the other day. Is it yesterday? Babana 23. Babana 23. Katwishna wambi. Mwise muvike pona wanani. Mwala vika pona wanani. Vachavinga. Babana 24. PF MPs, they are gone this way. Now, if you're talking about 20, maybe 25, for argument's sake, let's say 25 MPs, your MPs out of 50, what? Katushinga wangani 50, ngani 58, ngani 55. Out of that, because that is half a number of members of parliament have already defected. They have defected to UPND. Half of them, they have defected. So if you have half of the members of parliament defecting to UPND, what do you remain with? What do you remain with? Are you going to make, and what you have to understand is that these MPs, the incumbents, are the only ones who have got a better chance of retaining seats, who have got a better chance of giving you at least a number of votes. Now, if they have gone to Hakainde Hichilema. And that yo Hakainde Hichilema. Uko. Anyway, that was just a by the way because I've just received the text message here. 22. Plus Sunday Chanda, 23. Chavinga, 24. Tapadi Filippo. Anyway, let me not lose my thought. Tonight I basically want to talk about this convention. I want to talk about this convention. Let's analyze it and what will be the political fallout out of this convention. To start with, I think at this point in time, those of you who have been accusing President Hakainde Hichilema to have caused the destabilizing of PF or whatever confusion, whatever you may call it, or the confusion in in PF, I'm sure by now, dangu, even if you are indoctrinated, even if you are shindaulwa, I'm sure by now you would agree with me that really this had nothing to do with the UPND or President Hakainde Hichilema. I mean, are there people really at this point in time? Are there people who are still saying, no, you see what Hakainde Hichilema has done. You see what Hakainde Hichilema has done. Eh? Even that precious, that cause, and always accusing Hakainde Hichilema. Can you, precious, accuse Hakainde Hichilema at this point in time? Eh? The confusion that you caused yesterday, was it Hakainde Hichilema? Because from my point of view, what you did yesterday did not help PF. Instead, it actually created more problems than solutions for PF. The cracks that you were trying to mend have just opened again, and you have even made more cracks in PF. You have even made more cracks in PF. Now, what happened yesterday? Where was Hakainde Hichilema? Where was Hakainde Hichilema? Some of you were accusing to say, no, the courts, hey, the courts, hey, Hakainde Hichilema is manipulating the courts. Hakainde Hichilema is manipulating the courts. And you called that Judge Concepta all sorts of names. You demonized Judge Concepta Zulu. Big time. You were busy unleashing all manner of political arsenals, on her. But she ruled in your favor. She ruled in your favor. She ruled in your favor. That judge that you were demonizing ruled in your favor. And even now, you are now relying on the court judgment. All of a sudden, you have some confidence in the courts. And yet, you very people were busy demonizing a high court judge, accusing her of working with the UPND, to sabotage PF. But where are we? Where are we? So sometimes I think, guys, we should be fair. We should be fair and look at things just the way they are. Just the way they are. The confusion of PF started and emanated within PF itself. It started within PF itself. It was propelled by the PF members, and it has continued it has continued going in the wrong direction by the PF members, not by UPND, not our judges. So I think it will work off here. Let's be fair. Let's be very fair when we are dealing with some of these issues. And I wanted to, Inan kind of breaking news, Yawa 22 MPs. Yanchitako out of the way a bit. I wanted first of all to also talk about some of you people, especially young people, who are seemingly standing for certain individuals or political parties. I am talking like this based on the press conference which I watched relating to the Tonse Alliance. These youths who came up and talking about Brian Mundubile, trying to defend Brian Mundubile, supporting Brian Mundubile. I want to tell you that it is very important for you to participate in politics. It's very, very important. But do it cautiously. Do it carefully. Otherwise, you end up in problems. And I speak from experience. You may dismiss me for whatever reason. You may dismiss me. No, Tayali, whatever. But this one, I am saying it for your own good. I'm saying this one for your own good. I'm not asking you to agree with me in terms of my political views. No. But I want you to take this as something that I'm saying out of a good place, out of, care for you, out of care for you. We are going into the election time. Things have already started. That's like now, those MPs defecting, things are getting heated up. Things are getting heated up. And as things get heated up, those who have got political ambitions, those who are aspiring for different positions, they will come to you as young people, especially. They will come to you as young people, especially. And they will incite you. They will incite you, no, do this, say this. I want to advise you that please, as you participate in politics, young people especially, even some of you adults, as you participate in politics, please do it with caution. Do it with caution. Because this politics, this political campaign period has come and will go. But where will you be after the dust has settled? Where will you be? Where will you be after the dust has settled? You know, some of you are being excited and are being given a false hopes and confidence, especially this myopia of saying Hakainde Hichilema is going, Hakainde Hichilema is not going. I'm telling you this not because of I'm supporting Hakainde Hichilema. I am able to read, the political temperature. I'm able to see the political wind where it is going. Already imagine 22 members of parliament defecting to UPND. What do you think will happen to Hakainde Hichilema? How will Hakainde Hichilema lose when we are having members of parliament defecting to UPND? How will Hakainde Hichilema lose? So they will give you this, Hakainde Hichilema layer, no, Hakainde Hichilema layer, Hakainde Hichilema layer. And you get careless. You start issuing statements that will lead you into trouble. You start posting things on social media that will lead you into trouble. Vaichevandi, I'm telling you, I have been through this. I've played this game. I've played this game and I've played it better than most of you. What I've gone through, I don't want you to go through. I don't want you to go through the same. It is not easy. It is not easy. Being arrested time and again, being thrown in my prison and whatever, it is not easy. Even living out here has not been easy for me. It hasn't been easy. It's just that but otherwise, it is not easy. It is not easy. It is not something that I would want, another person to go through. It is not something that I would want another person to go through. And these people who are inciting you, who are trying to, pump some false morale in you, I've worked with them. Who haven't I worked with in Zambia myself? I know these politicians. I know these politicians. I know these people that you are vouching for, these people that you are speaking for. I know them. I know them personally. I know them. I know their capacities. I know their capacities. I know how they operate. I can tell you that most of these people, they are not able to run with you in difficult times. They are not able. If they didn't run with me in difficult times, how do you think they are going to run with you? How do you think they are going to stand by you? A political giant, most of you can't compare yourself to me. You can't. I have more political impact, more political benefit to those people that are coming to you. I have more political benefit to those people. And yet, when things were really tough, they were not there. Not even Valungu Avamulanda, but yo, Valungu, Edgar Lungu helped you, Edgar Lungu helped you. No. No. So if I went that far to the point of Valungu, sitting Valungu next, Umunomu, and yet when things were tough, Valungu could not help me adequately. Because most of you, hey, but Vali kupera 20 pin, Bampera 20 pin, Nalipira kukoti, Chapwa. Then what? Then what? And other cases are still coming. Lawyers are looking for money. My family is looking for survival, for their well-being. I've got children in school. I've got a wife to look after. It is not easy. It is not easy, and these people they don't go that far. They don't go that far. I struggled back there in Zambia. I struggled. If you must know the people that let me down first, it is the very people that I was working for, that I was trying to help. They are the first people to let me down. Hence me leaving the country. And even when I've been out here, you were saying, hey, Valungu is sponsoring you. Valungu is sponsoring you. Valungu is already good. I used to tell you, Valungu is not sponsoring me. And he was not. Then, later on, how have I been surviving? How do you think I've been surviving all this time that I've been here? It is not easy. It is not easy. I am sounding this warning because we are going into elections. And the people will use you, especially you young people, to do things, to say things that at the end of the day will leave you in trouble. And the worst thing is that these people will not succeed. No one is going to succeed. No one is going to succeed President Hakainde Hichilema. Hakainde Hichilema is still remaining. So if you are going to go and start, saying all sorts of stupid things about Hakainde Hichilema, you are inviting trouble. You are inviting trouble. Those of you who are talking Pali Mundubile, hey, whatever, that guy, there is that guy who was speaking and he thought, he's a courageous guy. I looked at him, I felt sorry for him. And I thought, no, I'm going to address this. I felt sorry for that young man that was busy talking all sorts of things against President Hakainde Hichilema. It is not, I'm not saying don't participate in politics. I've said it is important. Participate in politics, but do it responsibly. Do it with care, such that when the political campaign period is over, you don't find yourself muchifungo. It is not easy being in prison. Some of these people have even survived because they had something. Look at Nakachinda is inside. Nakachinda is inside as much as they can go there and see him and whatever. What about his family? What about his family? And at least Nakachinda is a minister. What about you? You are struggling to eat right now. You are struggling to survive. Then what? So my message to you young people is that please do politics responsibly. Engage in politics responsibly, with caution. Don't get excited. I don't want you to find yourself in prison, because certainly in exile you won't find yourself. You won't find yourself in exile. Don't think that exile is easy. Exile is not easy. You won't even find yourself in exile. You are struggling, to get a bus fare from Lusaka to Chipata. You are struggling to get a bus fare from Lusaka to Ndola. Indeko kaikwela shan. Indeko kaikwela shan. Elonga wafiko ko kaya, niku isa kaya. Tapale ko kaya. So I'm even far much better than any of you. Far much better than any of you. The only thing that is eminent for you, if you misbehave during this political campaign, is jail. I'm telling you, get it from me. There is no wind of change. There is no wind of change. Awama MPs that defect 22 that defect via ku UPND. Elo iwole what you Hakainde Hichilema. Tapali Mundubile cannot win this election. He cannot. Mundubile cannot. You can say whatever you want. You can campaign whatever you want. Kuti mwafura nga mrefu waya. Mundubile cannot win this election. Mundubile is my product. Allah? If I can even speak like that, Mundubile is my product. Mundubile is my architect. It's me who brought Mundubile. I know Mundubile. I know Mundubile himself. I know the capacity of Mundubile. Mundubile cannot make it as president. I'm not a fool to have sold Mundubile on the public scene now, mushtisha, and at the end of the day, to abandon him and start supporting Hakainde Hichilema. I'm not a fool. If at all I know that Mundubile can be president, if I know Mundubile can be president, why would I let him? I'm doing politics. I'm just a politician. I don't even pretend. What I'm doing is politics. So if I can do politics for Mundubile and make him president, why would I go to Hakainde Hichilema? I mean, let's just face it. Let's just face it. Let's be real. We are doing politics. If indeed Mundubile nimbonati ninana letere Mundubile na mushtisha mwamuishwa Mundubile. You don't have to pali Mundubile. Some of you didn't even know Mundubile. But I brought Mundubile and showed him. I have convinced a number of you. You have been coming in my inbox. Me, I don't want to support Hakainde Hichilema. Me, I don't want to support Hakainde Hichilema. I tell you, support Mundubile. I tell you, support Mundubile. And you have gone to Mundubile. And now, in the name of architecture, ndemi what if we wombe imomule ayo fika bomba fika bomba if wombe Mundubile cannot be president. He can't. He lacks on many, layers. Layers. He lacks. There is somewhere where he lacks, Mundwandi. There is somewhere where he lacks. But of course, he's a friend, so I cannot come here and start undressing him. The only thing I can tell you is give you that general statement. But the details of it, I cannot bring out here. And that is the benefit that Mundubile gets because he's my friend. I cannot just tear him apart. I cannot tear him apart. That I cannot tear Mundubile apart. I can't. But I can tell you generally, Mundubile cannot be president in 2026. He can't. And he doesn't have. Even the people that are around him, you can't make Mundubile president. You can't. You can't. Who is around Mundubile? Who is around Mundubile? He cannot be president. Wanani? Babinwe. Babinwe. Wanani? Even Chris Zumanizimba is a friend. But I can tell you, they can't produce a president. They can't. They can't. Wanani? Barati wa Dr. Chakuti. You can't produce a president out of Mundubile. You can't. Mark my words, you can't produce. Because Mundubile, he can't. He can't fight it. He can't. Even when he's saying, just look at him. Body language. You can see fear in him. Just when he's talking there, you can see that this guy, this guy taparileko. No ways. Nangwakwata ma sports, but no, he's not. He's not a tiger. He may have the sports, but he's not a tiger. Na chimbwa alikwata ma sports. Imamule monotuma sports tuwa Mundubile ati yo apa nintwanikane atshani nimbwiri no tembwiriria nichimbwi. But again, that's why I will not talk too much. He's my friend. But really, if he wasn't a friend of mine, Namsa Paula, Mundubile, Tembwiriyo. Nichimbwi. And with due respect, the sports that you see, kuri ba Mundubile. Teyagwabati nimbwiri. Nichimbwi. He can't. No, he can't. And one thing that you do, you always overlook. I've been telling you, I want to kubalolesha. Haka inde mule mlolesha, haka inde ichirema. Mule mlolesha. You think haka inde ichirema will be beaten by these people? Anyway, you think haka inde ichirema will be beaten by these people? I don't understand from mlolesha how you judge people. I don't understand how you judge people. This is the man that was looking after cows at a tender age. 12 years. 12 years. You know what character comes out of you. A small boy, a small boy, 12 years old, heading a head of cattle. Ngombe fikulu. So a 12-year-old chap, kanono sana, kanono, to command authority among a head of cattle, it requires character. It requires character to dominate a head of cattle by a 12-year-old boy. It requires character. It forms character. And this is a guy that has grown up like that, fighting things of bigger body than himself, where he looks tiny, but he has to command that thing. He has to command that thing, and not one, but a number of them. Command them and lead them in a certain direction. You may not understand what I'm talking about, but character is not formed in a moment. Character is formed from your childhood, how you have grown up. How you have grown up. Haka inde ichilema. You can't think that these people, these Ababa, they will come and intimidate Haka inde ichilema. They will come and chase Haka inde ichilema out of State House. It can't happen. It is not happening. There is no one who has got the pedigree that can move Haka inde ichilema out of State House. Itapali. So, mwaiche wandi. Baiche wandi. Nde miromba. Ichindikeni. Mwala ileterera. Bala mileterera wabantu. If you think you are going to do ama politics, but do them carefully. Nami papata. Do them carefully. Do politics. I'm not saying join UPND. No. You can be with Mundubile. You can be with whoever. But when you are doing that politics, nami papata, do it responsibly. I don't want you to go muchifungo. I don't want you to go muchifungo. You suffer. You suffer. Kiri. Tapale uko fideya. Awama MPs vaya. Vakuka. Ina nikane convention mwachikwate. Yaba manukula. Tapale uko idea. To start with, this convention, let's ask our question. To say, for you to have a convention, it must be under a certain certain umbrella, a certain institution, or a political party. You can't hold a convention in a vacuum. No. A convention must be held within a party or some structure, recognized structure. Now, the first question that I'm asking you, for this convention that you had yesterday, it is falling under what? It was a convention of which political party or which institution? This convention that you had yesterday, therefore kumi pusha. Mweba let's start, Makebi, therefore kumi pusha. Okay, maido mwalichita elect Makebi as president. President of what? Munjasuke. Mulembe ama question and therefore ngana puisha, when I open the phone lines, I want you to respond. Not to what fair Tayali, ndefo kuwela, that's for sure. Ndefo kuwela, that's for sure. And I'm coming back. But I want to have a conversation, a constructive conversation. around this issue, I want to ask you, and please, if you can write down, if you can write down, I know these days tamfo akulemba, tamwa ishima no kulemba these days avantu, because if you say nama voice note, munetuma nama voice note. In me, I don't like voice notes. Type. So if the first question that I'm asking you is the convention that you had yesterday, it is under which party? Under which party? Makebi Zulu was elected president for which party? Because you cannot hold a convention under PF. You can't. You can't hold a convention under PF at the moment. It is illegal. It is illegal at the moment because PF is embroidered in court cases. And there is an order which is very explicit, an order that you cannot tamper with PF. You cannot. There is an order, and not only one order actually. One order, there are two orders. There is an order, Ngona versus Mao Sampa. Okay? Then there is another one, which is between Ngona versus Brenda something. I think Brenda Zimba. There are orders there. In the case of Ngona, they have really said no, PF cannot move, and Ngona should continue. Then there is that other one, footing Ngona with again versus Brenda, and there again they are saying no, everything should be on hold. So legally you cannot hold a convention under PF. You can't. Legally you can't. So if you are saying no, it's okay, Brenda versus Nyirenda, yes, thank you very much, Nyirenda. Thank you very much. So if you are saying, no, it is under PF, I'm asking you, what about the legal issue that is there? Because Makebi Zulu cannot claim to be president of PF. He can't. He will be in contempt. He will be in contempt. He will be locked up for it. Okay, so that's the first thing. So I'm asking which political party. And if you want to say no, it is under PF, I'm saying PF is, is under litigation. So you cannot. Then, okay, fine. Let's even assume to say, oh, okay, number it's PF. A convention to be held must conform to the prescription of that political party according to what is in their constitution, which has been deposited with the Registrar of Societies. But I want to mention here that a convention is an internal matter of a political party. I want you to understand that. It is an internal matter of a political party. So, okay, we are assuming that, okay, this convention was under PF, and okay, forget about the legal issues. Let's just say this convention was under PF. The issue is that a convention, like in any political party, is a business of that political party. When they do it, how they do it, it is up to them. How they do it, when they do it, it is up to them. So, in this instance, and I say this, even some of you have been talking about, hey, UPND, it is an internal matter. And it is them to decide when they do it and how they do it. So, we cannot really debate so much on how it was done, okay? We cannot dwell so much on how it was done because that is their internal matter. The way they did it, that's what they decided. That's what they decided. If they decided to do it virtually, if they decided to do it at midnight, that's what they decided. We cannot query them. We are assuming that the convention was under PF, and we are assuming that there are no legal impediments. Okay, so when they do it, how they do it, that is not our business. That is not our business. Just like any other political party, just like UPND. If UPND decides to hold a convention in whichever way, that is not our business. As long as Ave Nevatasha and Nevachta agree, that's it. That's it. However, there is something that is very important. When they are doing that convention, taifule yakabisira. Taifule yakabisira, because it must not be done in obscurity. It must not be done, in secret. No, it can be held in secret. Why? Because a convention can be challenged. So you must be able somehow to show to the people that, yes, we have had a convention. So in this instance, for example, when the PF was saying that they had a virtual convention, they should be able to have a proper list of their electoral college. You can't say, no, we had a virtual convention, and yet you can't even tell us who were your electoral college. You can't even tell us who were your electoral college, who voted in that convention. Who voted? Mind you, these are the issues that you are challenging Mao Sampa on. These are the issues that you are challenging Mao Sampa on, to say his convention was illegal. His convention was illegal. So if Mao Sampa's convention was illegal, when he had gathered people at a central place and they voted, and we're saying it is illegal, what about this convention that you held, where you went in a room and you said, no, people from the entire country did vote? The question that I'm asking you is, who are those people that voted? Who are they? Who are they? These are the questions that I want us to have a logical engagement on this matter. Who are those people that voted? Mind you, we are coming from a history where PF membership was milky. PF membership was disintegrated, if you like. PF membership was disintegrated. Why? Remember, even when we voted because I was also there when we voted Edgar Lungu. Even Edgar Lungu, we cannot produce a list of people that voted for him. We can't. It is people that raised the hands. Who are those people? How sure are we that all those people that raised the hands, they are PF members? How? Because even me, I was there. Except I didn't raise my hand. But imagine if I was there, I could have also raised my hand. Or imagine if he had lost, because I didn't lose my hand, I didn't raise my hand. I mean, I would have been counted as those people that did not vote for him. So there is a problem in terms of PF membership, starting from there when Edgar Lungu became president. 2021 convention had similar issues, had problems there. Such that when they did a post-mortem, those of you who have been PF and those of you who have been following the issues of PF, one of the issues that came out is that they needed to audit their membership. They needed to audit their membership. And one of the reasons why PF did not go for the convention, one of the reasons they were giving us, they were giving the reason to say, we need to organize our own members. We need to organize our members, because how do we go into a convention? We don't have an electoral college. These were the arguments why they were saying they can't go for a convention. And I'm saying this soon after they lost power, with Edgar Lungu as the president still existing. Now, from the time that Edgar Lungu left, Edgar Lungu died, and we know the confusion that has been there up to this point in time when they were having this convention. We know that some people were fired, some people left on their own, some of them they went to UPND, some of them they went to Socialist Party, and so it is a mess. In terms of membership, PF has been in problems. It is very, very difficult to really say, I am a members, we are provincial chairman, we are branch chairman. It has been very difficult because of, the disintegration that has ravaged the the PF. I'm telling you that when Edgar Lungu was there, one of the reasons that they were saying, no, we can't go for a convention, was the issue of the electoral college. And then after Lungu, we have even had all these problems, including Abena Mundubile Bayoku, Abanani Bayoku, Shani. So there is all this confusion. So in this situation, in this state, my question is, where did you get the electoral college? Where did you get the electoral college? Who voted for Makebi Zulu? Who voted for Makebi Zulu? From my perspective, it's neither here nor there. It's neither here nor there. Makebi Zulu cannot claim legitimacy. He can't claim legitimacy. Even those of you who are saying congratulations, what? You are wasting your time, because Makebi Zulu does not have legitimacy. Makebi Zulu is void. Makebi Zulu is void. Is void, number one, by the fact that, this convention which you had has no name. Is it under Pamozi? Is it under PF? Where is it? Where is it? Number two, you have got litigations. You have got these issues. You cannot hold a convention judgment. No, this judgment is in favor of PF, whatever. Then you can say, no, we have already elected the president. No. When the issues of PF will be concluded in court, only at that moment can you have a convention. You can never come back and say, no, we already have a convention. When did you have a convention? Under which political party? So until the cases are sorted out, that is when you can have a convention. As it is devoid. It is void. Uyu Makebi is void. Then from there, you can talk about the electoral college. You can't just be talking about, no, hey, you had the convention. You can't even give us how many voted for Makebi. How many? By number, how many? Don't give us percentages. Give us the numbers. And those numbers, give us the numbers to say 20 voted, 50 voted. And then who are these people? Where were they sitting when they were voting? Where were they sitting when they were voting? How were the votes counted? Because these are issues that can be challenged. And they can be challenged by anyone. They can be challenged by anyone who purports to be PF. They can be challenged by anyone who purports to be PF. So if you are talking about, you are celebrating, Makebi. Anyone can challenge this. Anyone can challenge this. Even in Mundubile, especially. For example, Mundubile, he can challenge this. And Mundubile, if he wants, he cannot even be the one to challenge it. He will just use one of his stooges to challenge this. Because Mundubile, as we speak, is part of PF. Mundubile, as we speak, is part of the presidential candidates. Mao Sampa, I'll come to Mao Sampa. Mao Sampa, even him, is part of the PF presidential candidates. How many people paid Yanama 200 pin? How many? How many paid? GBM was one of them. Mtoto Kafuaya was one of them. Brian Mundubile was one of them. We had a number of them. So all these people, where are you putting them? Where are they on that ballot paper of theirs? Where are they? Where are they on that ballot papers? And why are they not there? So those equally, if they want, they can challenge this. They can challenge this in court, and it will be legitimate. It will be legitimate. So unless otherwise, but you expect other people to react on this, based on what I've told you here, and one big issue is the issue of the electoral college. So any of these people can challenge this. And even those people that wanted to be part of this, they will come out to say, but I paid. What are you going to say if Mtoto Kafuaya tomorrow goes to court to say, I don't understand this? Because I'm one of the members that paid. How come I'm not on the ballot papers? What are you going to say? What are you going to say? Did you refund him Toto Kafua? Because if you are saying no, you eliminated others. You are supposed to refund their money. You are supposed to refund their money. So how are you going to resolve? So this one, you can celebrate whatever you want, but forget it. Politics, this is void. It's now and void. The convention you had is now and void. Makebi cannot claim legitimacy. Makebi can't stand. He can't stand as president. President of what? President of what? So now he pray. Then, apart from that, we can talk about the court issues. The court issues, I want to take a bit of time to make you understand the court issues. Currently, we have, I think, 3 cases around PF. We have 3 cases. One, Ngona versus Mao Sampa. Then we have Ngona versus Brenda Nyirenda. Then we have Brian Mundubile, Brian Mundubile and Raphael Nakachinda versus Mao Sampa. Mwayumfwa, that it's non-refundable. No, it's refundable. When you are going to eliminate somebody, then you need to refund them. You can't shop at whatever it is that he wants, and then you have said no, non-refundable, and then you don't just give them. No. You need to give them, unless you give them something. So in this instance, I mean, anyway, you are down. Let me not even waste my time. But there are about 3 cases. I stand to be corrected, but I think there are 3 cases pending right now. Number 1 is, if I can put them in the order of logic, I can say there is Brian Mundubile and Raphael Nakachinda versus Mao Sampa. In this matter, Brian Mundubile and Raphael Nakachinda, they are saying the convention that Mao Sampa had on 24th October 2023 was illegal. Okay? Was illegal. That is what they are saying, and they want the court, to delete whatever activity that were done by Mao Sampa. They want to get to remove all that, so that it goes back to the Registrar of Societies, goes back to President Edgar Lungu and so on and so forth. The record should go back to the way they were before 24th October 2023. Okay? Basically, they are claiming back PF to say, no. Mao Sampa stole our PF. Can you give us back our PF? And the litigants in this instance is Brian Mundubile and Raphael Nakachinda. So when I'm talking about Brian still being PF, these are the issues. Brian is still PF because he's actually part of the litigants in this instance to claim PF. Then from there, we have another case where Mao Sampa wanted to take back PF to Edgar Lungu. And he fires Ngona. Then Ngona sues Mao Sampa to say, no, you cannot fire me. I am the legitimate Secretary General. So in this case, Ngona is claiming PF to say, it is mine, me and Chavinga. Then we have another case. In this other case, we have Ngona suing Brenda Nyirenda. Brenda Nyirenda, remember at one point, Brenda Nyirenda was, Secretary General. So Ngona sued Brenda Nyirenda saying, they are masquerading to be PF. They are not PF. The true PF is me and Chavinga. Okay? So these are masquerading. And this is why I'm saying you can't even have a convention, because Ngona has already put a spanner in that to say, hello, these are masquerading to be PF. They are not PF. We are the true PF. So these are the cases around a PF so far. And with these cases, it is not possible that you can have a convention and you can have somebody masquerading to be president. It is not possible. So, in conclusion, just for today, I want us to engage on this. For today, basically telling you that convention can't stand. Then, apart from that, the other issue that I can bring in is, there are these people, Wakambwidi participated. And now Wakambwidi saying, no, it was not legal. But he participated. This is why I don't understand Wakambwidi. He participated, but he's saying it is not legal. But nonetheless, by the very fact that Wakambwidi is coming out to say it is illegal, I mean, he can invoke some of these issues that I've raised here. He can invoke some of these issues that I've raised here. Mao Sampa can invoke some of these issues that I've raised here. Ngona can invoke some of these issues that I've raised here. So there are many tentacles where somebody would hold on to tear PF. I hope you understand what I mean. There are many grounds, if I could put it that way. There are many grounds on which anybody who is not happy with the outcome of yesterday's convention can challenge the legitimacy of the convention of yesterday. There are many, many. Even if you don't agree, like Mao Sampa doesn't agree. He doesn't agree. He doesn't agree. And Mao Sampa, as we speak, he is the one that has the PF, because he got it from Edgar Lungu. And after he got it from Edgar Lungu, then it went to Benangona. Okay, you can recognize the judgment from Judge Concepta Zulu, where it is knocking out Ngona and Chavinga. You can recognize that. But when you recognize that, you still have a challenge of Mao Sampa. You still have a challenge of Mao Sampa. Of course, the determination between Brian Mundubile and Raphael Nakachinda, I mean, can change things. But then you have a problem whereby Brian Mundubile is on the other side, he's president of Tonse, and you are saying, no, he's not our member. So, I mean, are you telling me Brian will help you to get PF and just watch you to take it away from him? No. No. So there are many grounds. There are many loopholes where PF can be challenged. At the end of the day, we can safely say, PF, like I've been saying, PF is not going to be redeemed. Because we are talking like this. The electoral calendar, electoral schedule, the ECZ electoral schedule is kicking in. As I'm speaking today, next month, 15th April, we will start the preliminary nominations of presidential candidates. Next month, Nishiatampa preliminary issues, they have started. But I will come and explain about that later on. Now, even those who have been saying, who have been saying, no, I want to challenge Hakainde Hichilema. Hakainde Hichilema can lose. I mean, they are not being realistic. And sometimes when I'm telling these people, I'm arguing with these people, they think that, no, I mean, I don't know nothing. The problem is that you assume to know. You assume to know. But you are amateurs. You are amateurs, and listening to some of you, you really see to say, these guys have no roots. Politically, they have no roots. A lot of you speak about politics, because anyone can talk about politics. But you really don't understand. Even this Makebi Zulu that you're talking about, hey, no, Makebi Zulu will be on the ballot. You don't understand what it takes to be on the ballot. But those are issues that I'll bring in the subsequent addresses. So make sure that, you stick around, you keep listening, you keep coming, because I will be unfolding to you these issues. For tonight, basically, I am telling you that the convention that they had yesterday, and I'm not talking about this from a biased point of view, I am simply analyze this objectively for you. Number one, a convention must be held under a certain political party. In this case, there must be a political party. None. If you talk about the convention that happened yesterday, which political party? Is it under Pamosi? Pamosi is not a political party. It is an alliance which is just there. It is just nothing. Then you talk about PF. PF is in court with injunctions, double injunction. Double injunction. You can't. Yeah? Then thirdly, the way it was done, much as it is an internal matter, the issue opens up for challenge by anyone who claims to be PF, by anyone. Because number one, they don't even have an electoral college. And you know, when you are having a convention to say it is virtue, at least you should be able to show people in a class. You remember what happened to Kuria Digalungu? We were at Mulungush there, and they were showing, they were beaming people sitting in a classroom, voting. Now, these people that you say in convention, bale votashan, they are dama for nabalama bediawo at Tulipa convention. How was it done? So it opens for anyone to, you know, to challenge it. Then the other point is, what about these others, that other candidates who paid? What about these others who paid? A good example is Brian Mundubile, Mutoteka Fuaya, GBM. Where are you putting even Emmanuel Mwamba? Where are you putting them? Where are you putting them? Even this Mudoro guy. Because you also expressed you were excited, whatever. Even Mudoro. Where are these guys? So these guys, I mean, they are stakeholders in this, and yet they are not part of it. So they can challenge this. Then the last one, Brian Mundubile is in court, and Mao Sampa is also in court. By the way, Mao Sampa is also a candidate. But on this other side, Mao Sampa is also fighting, is in court. So all these issues, put them together. How can you come here and tell me we have elected a president? How can you tell me that? How can Makebi Zulu, if indeed is intelligent, is a lawyer who understands this, how foolish can he be to come out and start celebrating, dancing, to say, I'm president of PF? How? I'm opening phone lines. And we know what we are discussing. So let us not go, hey, Tayali, whatever. When you are calling, please let us address the issues that we have raised here. I've given a background. I don't want us to go all over the place. Hey, whatever. Even you, Precious, wait, if you are calling, please stick to what we have discussed here. Hello?
Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, thank you. Tayali, right?
Yes.
All right, thank you. My name is Maurice. I'm calling from the UK.
Yes.
Yes. Though I joined your live program a bit late, but I just feel I should just make a few comments. I just want to start by saying that it appears to me that the spirit that characterized the ECL convention, where we saw people voting by simply raising hands, and others said raising pangas, is what we are seeing even now. And it is really a shame to say that the Patriotic Front had a convention yesterday, because it is actually very difficult to describe, to say, how did this even come about? By the way, there are some PF members actually that didn't even know that there was a convention.
Yes.
That.
Exactly.
Yeah, probably they learned that through social media.
Yeah.
And then you wonder, because members are supposed to be aware. You need to have members aware that there is going to be a confession. The public must be aware that there is going to be a confession. The members must know who are the delegates to this confession. Whether it is a physical confession, it is a virtual confession, but procedures and processes must be made clear. How the voting is going to be, but we only saw on social media people getting zeros, people having one, how many provinces, and you wonder, how were these people voting?
If you can be brief, because I want to take as many calls as possible.
Yes. So the issue is that, for me, I would say that was not a convention. It was just a sham, or maybe as Mao Sampa is calling it was just a friendly game. It was just a social gathering, because even people like Makebi Zulu, who are lawyers, should have actually known that there are still issues with the PF. So we don't know which PF held the convention. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you indeed. Hello? 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 Hello?
Hello?
Yes, please.
Yes, Mr. President, how are you?
Fine, thanks.
I'm good. Mr. Perry, you were asking about the numbers. We have sent you the numbers, and he was elected in a peaceful way, and the people voted, and the total, the number who voted, it was 357. I've sent you the sheet, the spreadsheet, how people voted, the percentage, the number of people, everything. So now, since PF, they have chosen a president, when is UPND choosing a president?
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Mr. Tari.
Thank you. Hello? He has sent me the spreadsheet, so we'll look at it. Hello?
Good evening.
Good evening.
Miss calling from Ndeke Township here in Ndola,
Yes.
Zambia.
Yes, Miss.
First and foremost, allow me to express the killing of a woman in Kalumbira. She was barbarically killed by fellow Zambian citizens.
My brother, I do appreciate, listen, my brother, I do appreciate that. It's really sad. But I think we have something that we are discussing today. So let us not really digress too much.
Okay.
I apologize and I sympathize with that incident. It's really bad. But I think let us be contextual here, please.
Okay, thank you. Makebi Zulu, if I told he had a convention under the banner of PF, then he must be cited for contempt of court, because there is an injunction in Kabwe which is restraining the PF to hold a convention. I am challenging Robert Chavinga, who is legally the PF president, to take him on tomorrow and cite him for contempt. Secondly, the Zambia police must also move in and arrest Makebi Zulu, because he never notified them that he will be having a convention. Hence, the law must take its course over that sham convention which was held by Makebi Zulu yesterday. Thank you, Tayali.
Thank you. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, Mabomba Shan.
Mkwema woman.
Zuru kuchambesh kopa belt.
Mkwa.
Nachali akona mfafa tabali 22 na washita defect pia ku UPND.
Ama MPs.
Aba
PF.
Nomba baba le anda UPND kapona. Tabeshi batama MPs baba na abantu na bena.
Ala?
mwebale yanda yo UPNG tapalo kweli ama MPs abali 22 balina abantu abengi ero abo 22 tachire pirubura tinaba poxa defect nabambi baliyisa so my statement zero trade pera pa social media kuba careful sana bantu marotesa shiro kuchitanangu shimo UPNG de konkanya tu ine shaka likokulandira batayali namo UPNG mwiposa batayali nchito bale bomba ikalamba sana yakumirangire efyo muleshito fo kutamulanda naye momwe ine newo UPNG by the way efyo tamulanda naye momwe bene but mumone batayali nchito bale bomba ikalamba ero mukese balekeresha mukaba pose pansi in fact atwefa feno ko ati turorere batayali bafire bayisa muno muzambia ndeba imwe ba UPNG twise nkuchita campaign na bena tubombere pamo nisto babombere batayali ikuru muleke buka itemo ba UPNG shakaire kokolanda pweki bombere ni pamo n'abantu bonse abalera ngezi tunturu kusupport ekironganyo because kirakalipa ero kiraba chanson sana ngati warusa amaka ukurusa power tashabe chambuka so lolesheni abantu abalemi afa people like bachulika tayali bafuenda pereni nchito tule ya plantage.
Thank you, my brother.
What's quick career? If Pamonga support FDD, ni FDD no. Mwera ula chinja. So balaba le support tend to ba for to mbere pamona vena. Bashkia ene chkwete singi fya kulande. Mfana chila tindande po.
Na totera. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, good evening.
Good evening. Yes, I want to contribute. I'm glad you touched the aspect of the youth being used by politicians. Yeah, I think we have seen this in the past few years where youth are being used to insult other political leaders, which is not okay. So youth actually need to be very, very careful by some of these politicians. They are very selfish people in the sense that their children are safe. They're in schools. They're keeping their children away from politics. And they are going to use poor children who have no capacity of even getting themselves out of trouble, just in case they are found wanting, which is very, very unfair. You cannot use a poor person to insult elderly people, then you are keeping your children in a safer place. It's very, very unfair, and I think it's high time youth also realize that these people do not mean well. They are just there to for themselves. They are very selfish people. So people should actually realize that by now. Secondly, you spoke about Mr. Nakachinda. Like you have said, some people need to. Sometimes when you are making some of these decisions, if you look at Mr. Nakachinda, right now he's in prison. I don't know who he was fighting for, but it's the family at the end of the day which is suffering.
Yes.
And right now they are busy fighting for positions out here while he's suffering in prison there. So when people are making such decisions, they need to think about the family as well. Like you have said, you are there. It's not because you are a coward. It's because you did it for your family. You had your family in mind.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you so much. That's my contribution.
Thank you. Hello? Yes, indeed. Indeed, I'm really emphasizing on these young people. Please be careful. Hello?
Hello.
Hello. Okay. Yeah, I guess that is Precious. Now, Precious, please mind time. I don't want to cut you. Be brief.
Let me talk.
Listen. I don't want us to argue. I'm just saying that be conscious of time.
I'm not arguing. I'm telling you the truth.
So,
I'm not arguing with you.
already. I mean, I'm telling you, mind time. Now, I mean, because when you start talking, you don't stop. Eh? Hello? Hello?
I'm telling you the truth. truth. Why are you saying I'm arguing with you?
I'm telling you to say mind time. I don't want to be cutting you.
Yes, I'm going to mind the time.
Okay, so go ahead.
Let me contribute.
Contribute.
So, listen, Mr. Tayali, first thing that I want to tell you, you are busy misleading the people at they were on convention, which party? PF party. Who is the owner of party? Who is the owner of Patriotic Front? Balungu died as the leader of Patriotic Front. The whole world knows that. And Chavinga, is he the leader of Patriotic Front? How much did he pay himself? You was busy saying, hey, these others can claim if they want. But Mausampa, he has already made peace with Balungu before he died, even with the drone. So what I'm trying to tell the nation, Patriotic Front, it was Mausampa who brought confusion, and he ended those confusion. So why are you feeling bad yourself? Why are you feeling bad? You are busy talking about the illegal. Which illegal? The one who is doing illegal here, it is Vachavinga. Vachavinga did not pay any money, but this government, they are busy tolerating Vachavinga with the nonsense that he's doing. So this is what they agreed to delay the judgment so that you can hijack PF. Shame on you. Together with those who are busy using you to bring confusion in our Patriotic Front, it will not work. If you want that kind of chamber to go to prison, continue talking rubbish on social media. Do you know that you always make us feel bad when you start talking about Ramakebizu, really your son? But I talk about your son, leave Ramakebizu alone. Why do you continue talking about Ramakebizu? You have nothing to tell the nation. You have nothing to tell the nation. Leave Ramakebizu alone. He's not your son. He's not anybody to you. Leave him. Talk about your candidate. Allah.
Halalila owe, chikonko mwikate. Halalila owe, chikonko mwikate. Iye, halalila owe, chikonko mwikate. Hello?
Hello, Mr. Tai.
Good evening.
Good evening, how are you?
Fine, thanks.
Yeah, so my contribution, Mr. Tayali, I think being the host, sometimes mule monako abantu mule accommodate. Because they have been against, but they shouldn't attack you directly. You should have a conversation with we know. We are not helping each other because in the program we have one for. But if you allow people attacking you, even when they are against you, whatever you are doing, but they shouldn't attack you like this. I mean, you know. So, it's a part of my idea to what I said. No matter what moment no position, now you're going to trade on Serama. Thank you.
Thank you. Hello? Hello?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, Mr. Tayali, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
Yeah? Yeah? Am I emotional? I want to know for me.
Politics is very emotive. Politics is very emotive. You could try kulika ma politics go. Try kulika.
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, on the other hand, Banka Chef Valerandati. Bonsavalere now, but Bonsavalere confusion move PF will do not work, but you Valerandati. Why have you tolerated the nonsense? Anyway, but anyway, the point is also I think for me, if there are people that I'll blame on the side of the opposition, I will spare you for now because now you are pro-ruling party. I want to blame parties like the Socialist Party, the parties that you also contested in 2021 and lost the election. Why am I saying this? When MMD lost the election and PF took over, already there was a solid party in the name of UPND that took the position of PF in opposition. And the people already, they saw an alternative in UPND. But when PF lost power to UPND, I expected that
as the UPN is taking over government, we should have had a solid opposition that should have taken the place of UPN in opposition. But now, when you look at parties like Yavamende, even them, instead of articulating their manifesto of what they want to do, look at even the way they present their issues. So they never became attractive to the people. And now the people again, they started seeing the same party that they chased to say, maybe they would support the Shavavene. Those who need to associate themselves with the ruling party.
Yeah.
So the point I want to make.
Yeah. Oh. The line is kind of... Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Hello. Yes, please.
Good evening, Bakalam.
Good evening.
Yeah, I think if you want to know Mulanda, if you want to say no control of what Latimona number, my conclusion is that PF, there's just someone who has casted a very evil spell on those people. I don't know where their heads are. They don't know whether they are going or they are coming back. I don't know. Now, a lawyer, sometimes I think it will be. Because it looks like nothing is making sense. Thank you.
Confusion after confusion. Hello?
Hello?
Hello. Yes, please.
Hello?
Yes, please.
Yes, Mr. Good. Nara, in the first place, I want to congratulate you. You accommodate everyone without emotions. And coming to this so-called convention which was happening yesterday, if the PF is serious, because we all know that, okay, those guys are trying to use the PF as the convention. PF is in court. Now, if you are to, how can we trust the PF if they are just abrogating the law, just deliberately so? They are saying they want to form government. How? Those guys, they have to wait for the judgment, which is on the 27th, if I'm not mistaken.
Even that, my brother. Sorry, even the judgment, even if the judgment of 27 comes, they can still hold a convention because there is an injunction in the Supreme Court. And then there is also that other one, which is also in Kabwe. So it is far from over. Far from over.
Exactly. Because, I was wondering to say, this so-called convention, where was Wakamwil? Because Wakamwil as a giant in politics, he could have been in the forefront, and we couldn't even see the people who were voting. A ballot without a party. These guys, they should be saying, PF created confusion on their own. It's not that the PF is being... yes.
Yeah. Thank you. Hello? 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 Hello?
Hello, Moneta Ali Mwabombeni.
Mkwama Mwabombeni.
Nine Sampande tumina kukabwe, Zambia.
Okay.
Mukwipisha kanside munere sare kupala.
Natote.
Nomba, ninkwata kweli pusho. Alachanka lipa, uyu mukashana precious. Mshemu babili chava shani, kankuena lionzeli watuma. Awe. Mukashana lipa sana. Ena lionse, eli watuma, bukaka, taishokula nshanya bwino yo. Ena lionse kumana, bukaka, bushe, twebeni, twebeni. Twebeni chava.
Inena precious ka?
Awe, tanki takwava. Takwava.
Yeah.
Limbi pari tumo kuishiba.
We. Yeah, I'm one second.
We can't see reason, who can argue, demeaning and no pressure.
Yeah, anyway. Hello? Hello?
Good evening, Mr. Ted.
Good evening.
Thank you so much for this wonderful program and the opportunity to have a voice also. You know, Mr. Tayali, Mr. President, I feel pity for the PF supporters, especially he was so arrogant towards you by you telling her the truth, which she must be able to understand before she begins to argue. The problem with the PF member to recognize church is the president of Zambia. As a result, that will not make them to bounce back in power. If they want to make it, the first stage was they're supposed to recognize the president as a church, but they have failed. They are in opposition. They feel like they are still in ruling.
You know,
this has made them to be failures, and there is no unity amongst them. As things stand, Chavinga is the president, and the better they realize that, the better for them. And if they don't, things are just getting worse for them. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah, I think this caller has made a very good point. You know, PF, a lot of PF members, they have not come to terms on two things. Number one, they have not come to terms to the fact that they lost an election. Number two, they have not come to terms that President Hakainde Hichilema is president. That is why they even say, we cannot bury Hakainde Hichilema, must excuse himself. They don't recognize him as president, and yet the man is in charge. Hello? Hello?
Good evening, President.
Good evening.
Okay. Zambia is a democratic country. So to start with, I want to congratulate Comrade Makebi Zulu for being elected as Patriotic Front president. And I want to inform also the people of Zambia to know that, because I hear some people talking about Chavinga. Chavinga is just imposing himself to be a PF, he's playing politics, he's being used. Chavinga cannot even go to Copper Belt and have a meeting with PF structures. Chavinga cannot even go to Northern Province of Wakula to have a meeting with PF structures on the ground. So the people of Zambia should just forget about Chavinga, should not even talk about Chavinga. Indeed, I'm happy for Comrade Makebi Zulu, and the President Tayali talked about a very critical issue whereby the youth should not be used by politicians. Indeed, that is a very important point that you brought out, and it is very sad to see that even those politicians, baratulange emisango eyivi ngokumuona amapolitician abene badeyita bashuma people ati ba Lucifer era nchita baletulanga bwino. We have seen some youths being used, insulting the former president, the late president Dr. Edgar Chagwa Meiso, rest in peace, at Akatumbi. We have seen all those things. So, let's not be used by these selfish politicians.
Thank you. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, please.
Yes, please. Hey,
I'm quiet.
Turi program yenu turista enjoy. Ndefo kulunda pali wakora baraba tuma pali recognition yaba ma PF supporters.
Yeah. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, please.
Yeah. Mr. President, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
You know what, you see, I feel
That line seems quite bad. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Yes, please.
Yeah, David from Malaysia.
Okay.
Am I live on the program?
Yes.
Okay. I've got only one contribution.
Mm-hmm.
This man is saying Winga cannot do what. So even when you don't drive, but you've got the papers of the vehicle in the names, which means that vehicle is not yours.
You can own a car without driving it, but it's yours.
Mr. President.
Yeah. Yeah.
The white book for your name.
Yeah. No, thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. President.
Yeah. Anyway, I think for tonight, I'll leave it here. Basically, the takeaway. Okay, let me take this this caller because this person has been trying for some time. So let me take this caller. Hello? Hello?
Yes, good evening, Mr. Tayali.
Good evening.
Yes, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
Okay, calling from Southern Province.
Okay.
Choma.
Okay. Oh, Lord. She has been trying. Please, I hope she can call again. She has been trying.
Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
Sarah here.
Yes, Sarah. Issue with yangu kisha. Yangu kisha elo diawama.
So I want to be serious. Serious. Tayali ishule ba yusi. Fishing kaile walipita muta. They should listen. You know? But you know, umuntu wapita mwero wasakweba timena discretion so kayansumine efo chumfuika. Uleka nokumfwa. Ukaisanga naye umuntu. Enalimbili muswema wa musumine. Ewe ilusa tokwisa kusumu. Can you imagine that? They should listen.
And you know,
can you imagine?
And you know the issue which I want to insist. I'm not distracting you. The issue that I want to insist is that ababene bantu bale muna kwati abo wale supporter inena ali nabo nina batungirira nokubatungirira. It's me who pushed them. I was with them, and I can tell you that much as they could have tried to help here and there, their help was not sufficient. When I was in the country, even when I've left the country, they can't really support you enough for you to survive the difficult situations. They can't. I was with them, and all of them, you can mention them. I'm telling you, they are not able to help you adequately. Anyway, go ahead, my sister.
Exactly. What you have said, look at why me.
Yeah.
But given the window, they want to that bad now. So what has happened to them now?
At you are a hero. You are a freedom
Can you
fighter.
imagine? Instead of Muntole to can say that a hero are given to and you expect those people to come back to power. Oh, if you watch Lando Kwebaji, look at the stature of HH. Somebody was telling me that, if you Mundubile Bamuikata, Bamuika Pachambaso, Nelson Mandela, comparing Mundubile to Nelson Mandela.
One night, Munanika Nima Seozi at Bakubika Pachambaso. Kutadi Mundubile
Nelson Mandela. The way people think.
Mundubile shina lyakwe lyaba pa social media opo namulettere nomba kwalishala abakumutwala mumishi abakumutwala mumishi Mundubile taraingira na mumishi tabala mutwala mumishi
Those are politics. This is why I love you. This is what you are saying.
Iwe ni pano pa social media Mundubile mwa mwishi baba ni mweba nkonka mweba ale umfoko ndelanda nomba okufuma pano pa social media ufule nomba waya mumishi bamayo bakuishiba abakwisa kusolwezi uko kwisa mumishi waya ingira bakuishiba Mundubile atinyanta pona mumishi
Then the other thing, Tayali, I want to talk about is when people are saying we want change, sometimes look at yourself as well. What change are you going to bring to yourself as a person? You know? You can say you want change and the president can put things in order. Do you think change will happen to you? No. So even ourselves, we need to look at ourselves and say, okay, if the president does ABCD, what change am I going to do? What situations am I going to do? Some of us, me, I'm a teacher professionally. But some of the people, you need to look at yourself as well. We need to have open-minded and also change the way we deal with ourselves and our situations. And you want to come and see change. You need to look at yourself too. And thank you so much that you are warning these direction. They should listen to you. They should listen to the person that has gone through what they want to start doing, and people never, supported him when he went low. That is Chupcha Tayali. Thank you so much, my brother.
Thank you. Hello? Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Hello. Precious.
I'm back. I was annoyed there, so I didn't even contribute well. So now I want to contribute now.
But Precious. Our Precious. Me, I take one call at a time. I take one call at a time. Precious na iwe. Ish, Mayo. That's why chumulela ndiramwe. Ish. Hello?
Mr. Tayali.
Yes, sir.
As you wind up, I just wanted to say that the PF have themselves to blame. They should not even involve President Hakainde Hichilema to say he's sponsoring confusion. Because if that is the case, we would ask, did he sponsor the convention
of yesterday?
Yesterday. The earlier they realize that, the better for them. Otherwise, this is a sign that they are on their journey to extinction. They are causing confusion among themselves. One confusion after the other. We don't even know how many confusions are there now. So the PF and everyone else, we are seeing clearly that no one is causing confusion. No wonder President Hakainde Hichilema has been telling them that he has got no business with them. That's all I wanted to add. Thank you very much for accommodating me again.
Thank you. Anyway, so I think let me end there. Mama na pressure samba no kuvuela pafuti. Tualata mpoko la katata mayo. Ish. Yeah, recover. But I just wanted to say that that convention is a sham. That convention is a sham. It has no bearing. And Makebi Zulu, I mean, him being a lawyer should have known better. Should have known better. And all those who have got hope in these whatever antiques, in these useless activities of the PF, you are wasting your time. You are wasting your time. If you have got hope, if you still have hope that there is something that is going to happen in PF, my dear brother or sister, you are wasting your time. You are wasting your time. That's why I congratulate those MPs who have defected to UPND. You have made a decision, a good decision, because really, PF is done. PF is done. Like I'm telling you, I think next week I'll come and discuss the next week. Today is Sunday. Today is Sunday. On Wednesday, I will come and discuss the ECZ electoral schedule. I'll come and discuss the ECZ electoral schedule so that I put you in perspective for you to see how unrealistic it is for you to expect that there will be a turnaround, that PF can do anything. I will give you the electoral calendar, the electoral schedule, ECZ electoral schedule, meaning between now and 13th August. I will come and give you, because you need to understand. You will see that there is no time. There is no time. Next month, 15th April, presidential candidates must notify ECZ that we are contesting. And then the preliminaries of the nomination, which comes in May, will start. So I will come and explain there. And for those of you who want to contest my elections, you might not want to miss the Wednesday edition, because on Wednesday I'm discussing the electoral calendar. I want you to understand what is supposed to happen between now and the day that we are having elections. Pretty much we are done. We are already in an election period. We are already in an election period. That's why you are even hearing these MPs, 22 MPs, defecting to UPND, because it's done. It's done, it's done, it's done. Parliament will be dissolved next month. Parliament will be dissolved. No, not next month. In May, Parliament will be dissolved. But the electoral process will start next month. Next month we start the electoral process. So we don't have the time. Now, if we are starting the electoral process next month, how is it possible that PF will resolve itself and be able, to patch itself up and compete in an election? It's not possible. It's just not possible. It's not being realistic. It's not being realistic. I'll come and discuss that next week. For tonight, what happened yesterday is useless. You shouldn't even be bothered about it. Thank you very much for participating. Thank you very much for following the program. I'll see you again on Wednesday. Unless otherwise something happen, I will come live, but we'll come on Wednesday and we'll discuss the electoral calendar so that you understand where we are and what is happening in as far as the elections of this year are concerned. Hakainde Hichilema has already won this election. There is no any other way. May God bless you. May God bless Zambia. Good night.